Alright, so here we have it, the glorified AT2. So, this tier 5, British TD is basically an armored behemoth at tier 5, which is actually, I think, the most heavily armored tier 5 you're going to find on the battlefield. So, obviously, the trade-off with this thing is going to be the speed, engine power, traverse speed, just mobility in general, and the maneuverability, forget about it, it's just nothing. So I have put from this series, the UC 2-pounder crew that I said I would do. I have taken this UC 2-pounder crew and gold trained it up to the AT2, and we'll see what we can do from here. So the Valentine AT I actually kept, just for shits and giggles. Electo I ended it selling off, did not like that much, and this UC 2-pounder and Valentine AT were pretty good in certain situations, so I'll probably keep them for seal clubbing. So back to the AT2. If we look at the tech tree, it's tier 5 and it has pretty much 2 viable guns. Now, the thing about this is it's a slow moving tank. The TD is just ridiculously armored. People are not going to be penning you at range. So the one thing is you have a more accurate, ridiculously fast aim timing, low alpha, high penning 6-pounder, which is theoretically a Churchill Mark III gun at this TD, which makes it just amazing. Now you also have that 3.7-inch AT howitzer that you had from the Valentine AT, just a little upgraded version. So the 3.7-inch howitzer is more of just a spam HE gun or heat gun or whatever you want to do. But that you're gonna have to be right up close, and with that you sacrifice exposing yourself. Even though you have good armor, people are gonna be tracking you, HEing you, getting around you with ridiculous fast tanks. And I just chose to go with the 6-pounder because I see it as a more viable option for my particular playstyle. So we got this tank right here. Its rate of fire is ridiculous. Like I said, spam all the way. You have 26.9 rate of fire, good penetration, low alpha at 75 at tier 5, but it's doable. So I'm gonna go ahead, kit this thing out just for the time being. We'll load, let's say 16. Yeah, 16 gold shells. And that's basically it. So I am not gonna load any, like I said, not gonna load any equipment for tier 5. It's not really worth it unless I'm gonna be keeping this thing. So stay tuned, guys. It's just the preliminary stuff on this tank, and we'll get some gameplay going soon. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to, just seal club it out. Hopefully I get a top tier game. There are quite a lot of tier 5s in battle, so we got a tier 6 game. Good enough for me. Guess we'll try this out. Now, it's on a pretty campy map / annoying map, Morovanka. Especially being a slow TD, I'm just going to go down the 1-2 line and hopefully live it out as long as I can. So, here we go. Pub game number 1 in the AT2 since I've rebought it. This guy's told me to go forest. Nope. So, 1-2 line for me. Not gonna listen to the Nash horn. Sorry, buddy. Most of their tanks are gonna be 1-2 line, hopefully. But pubs, you never know. So with this good crew, we have a 2.2 second reload, which is, Jesus, that's pretty fun. I'm gonna be spamming lots this game. So this thing reaches 20. Oh my god. So, yep, there you have it. 20 kilometers an hour. Best speed limit NA. So this thing, it pretty much looks like it has a turret, but it doesn't. Don't know why they did that. It has the same armor stats that it shows on paper. I mean, the real only weak spots are this flat part or that little, almost like valve-looking thing on the front, and the cupola. The back of the tank has 101 millimeters of armor, but that little engine block on top, I think it has like high 80, like 89 millimeters of armor, so we'll see. All I know is that tanks have a hard time penning this thing. It's theoretically impenetrable to anything lower than tier 4. So, GG. So here comes an influx of heavies, Jesus. Hopefully our Su-85 can get some early shots in. Hopefully kill this BDR. Because if the BDR is fully upgraded, I'm going to have a hard time with him. E2 appears to be using one of the 76s, maybe. Because it doesn't look like he hit, well, someone hit that Sue for 100 something damage, and Derp usually will do more than that, or less than that, depending on the pen. So here we have a friendly Electo, who is apparently hitting me with HE, or AP. Oh, that was the E2, so that's whatever. So he's using AP rounds to get through my cupola, so I'm going to back up, wiggle a little bit. And looks like that E2 actually has capabilities to hit weak spots from where he is, so just gonna crest up and hit this BDR in the cupola. And I hit his rangefinder, hopefully critted that. And here comes a friendly Church 7, so he's YOLOing up. Here I'm gonna shoot this E2. And I'm trying to wiggle around, you know, keep moving so he can't shoot me in my weak spots. So, ooh, hello. Su 100Y hit that BDR for around 200 health, as I hurt him a little bit. So I'm not going to be able to pin that E2 at this angle, so I'm going to go up and move and assist this KV2 and 100Y with this Churchill 7. Oop, bye-bye. So, here we go. Time to push this guy. Use my skirt armor to my advantage. Angle a little bit, hopefully get some no damage pens. As you see, there was one. Make that 2, and he tracked me because he just wants to get away. I'm gonna go ahead and repair that. Keep punching this guy out. If this VK comes up, I'll shoot him. Oop, didn't get a high roll. So this E2 is trying to perma-track me, and oh, bye-bye. Jeez, this Su 100Y is having a field day with his boomstick today. And that didn't sound perverted at all. So here we go. Looks like the remaining tanks are either in the forest or camping their base. I mean, 760 damage, that's good enough for this tank. You know, not a spectacular game, but one of those games where my potential damage will hopefully be a little bit higher. So I haven't checked what this thing's view range is, but it looks pretty good by how far my radio and view range is reaching on this map, so I'll tell you guys when I get back in the garage. So this M4, -1 kills, total credit to team. Not. So these guys are just raging in chat, and I'm not really going to pay attention to that. I just want more damage. So hopefully our A43 or T49 will spot, as long as they come out of the forest. So here's a VKP, take some shots at him. Yeah, he's trying to run away. Oh, bye. Su 100Y, Jesus Christ, this guy is just raping face. So their other teammates are just cowering in the forest. Our Su 100 will spot them. There we go. Bye bye guys, you're all dead. So that's basically the end of this game. I'm not going to be fast enough to get any sort of massive damage. I may be able to get one shot on this Churchill, but it looks like the Su 100's just YOLOing and fucking everybody up. So damn that camo. Friggin' Churchill 1 camoing up in the middle of the map right next to 3 other tanks. And that VK got a nice blind shot on him. So 902 damage, ended up, you know, almost breaking into the 1000s. So pretty much a behemoth tank. You could stroll right up to them. Think of it like an E3 without, you know, an awesome gun. Now, I guess you could try the 3.7-inch howitzer and derp tanks, but I don't really see any point in that, as you could just spam them with this. So that's a pretty good game. You know, I got towards the middle of the team. I think I got second class on that, so that's good enough. First game in a while. So I guess we'll have a couple more games, or probably one more game with a replay, or might even just YOLO into another game like I did here. So stay tuned, guys. Hope you like the review so far. Alright, so I ended up YOLOing into another game, and the matchmaking here is completely terrible. So, you know, bad side for me, shit under the stick. I'm going to go down the 1-2 line, hopefully support our heavies, stay a little bit back, because these tanks are going to be able to pen me. he would think. Um, so we'll see what happens. I'm just a slow piece of armor, so here we go. By the looks of this, it's pretty much even. You know, tier 5, tier 6, just seal clubbing, very bad players all around. Here we go. Let's go down the 1-2 line. I'm not going to risk going 8-9 because they could flank me easily over there, especially with that terrain down on that side of the map. I'm not going to be able to traverse, and I'm just going to get out-circled. So, Churchill Mark 7 using a derp cannon. Seems legit. Guess his stats reflect that. So, looks like we're taking a stroll. You know, trying to get some good angles here. Get some pretty scenic shots. Alright, so this AT2, not mobile at all. It's the only complaint I have about it, and you know, that's expected with such an armored beast. You know, it's theoretic. Is this a Churchill? I think it's pretty much a Churchill chassis, either that or an Excelsior chassis. You know, it's just, it's so heavily armored and weighted down by its fake turret. That's another thing. If this thing had a turret, it'd be so good. So, whoa, clusterfuck of mediums on the east side. We are going to YOLO west at a possible 10 kilometers an hour to the enemy base. Hopefully we'll encounter some sort of tank over here, because so far nobody has spotted. Oh god, more heavies over there. No one has spotted anything here. Hopefully our idiot team can hold out over there. You know, it looks like they're pushing right into there. And whoever focus fires and pubs more, or whoever kills the enemy first, is going to end up winning this. So here we go. Got some contact. A couple of tier 5s. Lucked out with that. SPZ4 is getting derped by our KV1. So here we go. YOLO. Ooh, Wolverine with the kill, and he just got blapped, one-shotted by an M4. So that must mean there's an M4 around here somewhere. T-34 over there. Still haven't spotted the Sherman. Oop, hello Martyr 38T. And he's just H-ing me. You know, that's to be expected. So there's another Churchill 7. See if I can pen him from here. I'm not going to be able to pen him. So no artillery, so I can afford to just YOLO up into these guys. Hopefully this KV1 will get the message and start coming. So he's side scraping. I'm not going to have enough pen to get through him. So it looks like that M4 is over here. I'm going to go ahead and charge up into him, face hug the shit out of him. Here we go. Oh no, go away with your AP. So he was smart and hit my cupola. I'm actually going to take out this T-34 first, as he's giving me his upper plate at a flat angle. M4, come on buddy, peek out. You know you want to. And he just bounced an HE shot. Shooting my commander's cupola. Hopefully this KV1 can do the work and take out this M4. There we go. Come on, permatrack. I didn't get the module damage. So here comes the Martyr. He's dead. Repair my commander while I can. And looks like our team totally cleared out that east side, so GG was close. You know, another game where I just didn't get to the battle fast enough to really be of much help. So this guy's just giving me his sides and no clue what he's trying to accomplish. So let's see if I can pen him through the gun mantlet and have some fun with this guy. Nope, not gonna happen. So here we go. Let's keep penning him in the side. Let's ram him YOLO. Did a whopping 8 damage. Friendly bounced my ass. Ram. See you later. So that's this. You know, ended up farming damage on that Churchill. You know, they're just gonna eat up this PZ4 before I can even get there. So for this tank, it's one of those tanks where you're going to be late to the battle, sort of like a T95. But if you're on a city map or, you know, a map that you can actually get there before things start happening, you can utilize this tank just so well and just use its armor and DPM to just blap tanks to death. So that's the AT2 in a nutshell. Master Gunner and Sharpshooter on that game. Got second most XP it looks like. Second most damage, so good enough for me. made 19,000 credits, and took a potential damage of 1,050. So once again, this thing, very nice tank, you know, AT2, pretty good seal clubber. I do not really recommend it for people who are impatient. You know, it's just one of those tanks where it's frustrating if you don't get to the battle. So overall, I'll give this tank probably like a 7 out of 10 for at tier 5, because my favorite tier 5 is the KV220, just because preferential matchmaking with KV3 hull is best tank NA. So, AT2, pretty much a DPM master, you know, with a 6-pounder, obviously. 3.7-inch howitzer is viable, but I don't really recommend it. And massive armor, so, you know, that's this review in a nutshell. Hopefully if you guys keep track of this, keep on pace with this. I'll probably have the tier 6 up soon, that being the AT8. Now AT8, just preliminary a little bit about it. I'm probably not going to enjoy that tank as much, because that's basically the crossover of when it starts getting more skilled players, and I just don't think the AT8 can stand up to KV1S's and T150s and stuff like that. But the rest of the line is going to be very good. So hopefully you guys check back in a little bit. I'll have the tier 6 up in some time to come once I grind this out. And yeah, happy tanking. Good luck on the battlefield. See you guys around.